We are live this time. We're
sure about
definitely live
that?
this time.
Are you
I'm
positive?
not
Yes.
convinced.
I'm 99% certain that we are live.
About that?
Yep, we're live now.
I think
Good.
Mike's beard broke the YouTubes.
I think it did.
I confirm I have a pulse.
Yay!
got to say,
Purple's
that is-
alive.
That's the longest, most boring intro ever. Mike, get this sorted out.
He's
Oh,
just
thank
showing off
you.
that he's got a soundtrack and fancy graphics.
Fancy.
Really? Because it looked like a shitty MS Paint to me.
Yeah,
my
I'm
daughter,
with,
my daughter did that.
I'm with the co-host on this
Oh,
one.
okay, I can forgive.
Hey, it's still a hell of a lot better than what I got from my channel.
You know, I was getting a weird echo, and I just realised that I had 3 streams going on. One was this live stream, another one was the YouTube link, and another one was looking at the YouTube one through Twitter.
Yep,
Ah.
that happens.
Is it any surprise I was hearing an echo?
I was wondering where the echo was coming from.
If you ever have a technical issue, ask Mike. He's awesome at sorting these things out.
Oh my god, your beard looks terrible. It was a lot more majestic the last time I was on a stream with you that you apparently have no memory of.
Seriously. Did she just do that?
I did.
You went there.
I
took it
go
well.
wherever the wind may take me or wherever the problems are in the godforsaken hotel I work at. So
Okay.
sue me. Or shoot me. You were talking about shooting people. Oh yeah, my boyfriend said, or try to run you over. That happened to me at work once. Someone tried to run me over with a car because I couldn't check them in right away at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, but guess what?
Right.
Your boyfriend can't grow a beard, so...
Can never forget
Whatever.
that one.
Yo, Stool's coming for your beard, Josh.
I barely have a beard. You can fucking have it.
Look at his beard. His beard is nothing.
Oh, you got little baby pubes. Shave it.
Hashtag no Josh beard.
Keep shaving. If you keep shaving it, it'll slowly start to grow faster and thicker.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I've made repeated attempts to try and kill my beard, and I'm not getting anywhere.
Oh, Purple, you could try
that's all
laser
I'm
hair
doing.
removal. You could try laser hair removal.
Yeah, if I had a couple $1,000 to throw away.
You know, I'm sure that there's some version of Groupon in America because they do deals. There's a place where I live, and there's a Groupon. I don't know what it's like right now because obviously lockdown happened. But
Oh, man, Groupon.
instead of being in the sort of £180, it was 60.
Hang on a second. Laura.
Yep.
Laura. 21st of June. We're almost free.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The good thing
Well-
about it is that people will still be wearing masks here and there. And so one of the problems with laser hair removal for someone like me who's transgendered is that they need you to have a couple of days of growth so they can see the black hairs to zap with the laser hair removal.
That could trigger the dysphoria hardcore, right?
Yeah, that's not much fun. So you can imagine having to go out with like a few days of growth there. Not much fun, and trying to put makeup on top of that, it's just gonna look awful. But
No.
but the good news is that wearing a mask hides that stuff.
Ah.
So there's upsides to everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my problem is a few days of growth when I look like Stool does now.
Oh, God, you're all picking on me.
No,
You know
that
what? You
wasn't-
pick
that
on us
wasn't
all the
picking on
time.
you.
How does it
My
feel?
problem is if I don't want a beard, I would have to shave at least 3 times a day.
Can I just double check on something with Mike and his new co-host?
Fuck you in your air quotes.
Yeah, and fuck
Yeah,
you.
you tell
too.
him.
He's just jealous because you got the job ahead of him.
Shush. I was on to a cushy number, Purple, but she's fucking cancelled me.
It's first come, first serve, and I was the first to come.
That is
And yes,
what
I'm
she
well
said.
aware that that's what she said.
Okay, can I just get the ground rules sorted out? Because this is literally called shooting the shit.
Right, so we all shoot you.
Technically,
I wish we could have done.
Technically, I do
Is
want to
this your
shoot some
show
of you.
stall? who are you to lay the ground rules?
No, I'm asking about the ground rules. I'm not laying
Oh.
them.
It sure
Oh, I
sounded like
see.
the one laying them out.
Oh, no. I would never do that. I've got much more respect for the Michael. Why did I just do that? That was racist. But, and I don't actually know any Spanish people. But there you go. So help me out here. And in fact, to the people inside chat and to your wonderful audience, is this literally shooting the shit? Can people say whatever they want? And this is important. This is not just a 2-hour chat about fucking the orange person.
No,
Well, he's gone now, so we don't have to only talk about him.
it's
Okay.
but the stall is correct. It's just there's no list. There's no agenda or anything like that. It's just talking,
I
chatting.
approve of this so much, Mike, because this is what I always wanted to do. I don't like topic. I don't like, let's talk about this for 3 hours. Let's just fucking, shoot the shit. As the
Well, that's all my
Exactly.
show ever is.
I should come on your show one of these days, Purple.
Well, you know
Too
what?
bad I have to.
Do you know what? Since we're going to shoot the shit, I am going to tell you about not shit, but nice things. So the first one is
Yay.
I have my first assessment booked for the Gender Identity Clinic. There's a new one in Manchester. And the waiting times are like almost non-existent by comparison to what I've been waiting for so far. So with Leeds, just to give you an idea, so I was put on there, I was referred to the Leeds Gender Identity Clinic in December of 2018.
Mhm.
And by the sort of autumn of 2019, in the February of 2019, I was told that the waiting time for the first assessment would be 18 months, which would put it May, June of this year, last year, sorry. But unfortunately, COVID came along and shut the clinic, so nothing's happened at all. But by the time it got to the autumn of 2019, it had gone from 18 months to 27 months. And by the December of that year, it went to 29 to 30 months, which is 2.5 years for the first appointment.
Okay.
Now, on their website now, it says that they're booking people for the first assessment, people who've been on the waiting list since October 2017. So I'd be waiting at least another year. So a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, there's a new gender identity clinic in Manchester that only covers people in the Manchester area. And I was phoned up and I was told that I was like one of the top, I was the fourth on the list of people that have been waiting the longest in the Manchester area. And that I would be being sought out soon to get a first date. I'll have the screening call and then the first date to talk to the assessor, to the gender psychiatrist. And that's, by the way, that's someone called Luke Wookie. So I am going to be assessed by a Wookie, which is entertaining in itself.
I divorced a Wookiee.
And someone else who had a bit of a beard growth problem.
That's kind of weird. You divorced a Wookiee and then you're now cohabiting with somebody who can't grow hair. I think you
Leave
need
my
to see a
boyfriend and his beard
psychiatrist.
alone, first of all. No, the Wookiee, actually, I'll give him credit. You know, he was actually pretty good at growing and styling his beard. What he was not good at was not beating the shit out of me anytime he didn't get what he wanted. Hence why I divorced him.
Ah, yes, that sounds a bit like my original father.
I want this to be a theme. Let's all take the piss now out of Josh.
Yeah.
Well, now that
Anyway.
he's out of the room.
Josh can't grow a beard. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah.
So
Josh can't
Well,
grow a
Well, Phil, do you
beard.
want to follow him on Twitter so that you can roast his beard every day?
I do not want to do that, no.
He doesn't tweet very much. You could just like casually just slide in his DMs every day. Hey, how's your beard or lack thereof?
Look, you never know. It could come in later.
No, his beard. Honestly, when it grows out, I'll send you. I'll stick some pictures in the group chat on Twitter later. Honestly, he looks like a deranged caveman when he has a really like full grown out beard. His beard looks like out of control pubes.
Yeah, I had almost no
Right.
facial hair until I was like my mid-30s.
Oh,
And
dear.
now literally I
Right.
shave as close as I can and you see the shadow literally within 5 hours.
Wow.
You know, when you're a normal person
Never,
And-
won't do it.
Anything about normal.
and when you remove this nonsense, you kind of take pictures during the process so that you can do a morph. And I've got about 8 photos of the process. And they're very, very... They're
Oh,
cool.
I just had random pictures where he happened to have the beard like all out of control.
I hadn't thought of that. I should take pictures next time and do so I can morph it.
Can we not with laser beams? I see that, Laura. The last time laser beams were brought up, it was this ridiculous congresswoman here in the U.S.
Oh, her, yes.
dear.
Oh, yeah.
that
Oh, that's
wacko.
ridiculous.
U.S.
Oh.
space lasers started the California wildfires. From what corner of the depth of her asshole did she pull that?
Yeah,
The Q
Yeah,
corner.
she is one gunman short of a posse, isn't she?
I have no idea what that means, so I'm just going to say she fell out of the stupid tree and hit all the branches on the way down.
Yeah, I do not
that works.
understand how this person is allowed to stay in office. Shouldn't she be taken in
Republicans.
for psychological examination?
No, she's allowed to stay in office because Republicans. That's the answer. Just
Mm.
plain and simple.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I want to finish
Um,
up the story with the good news.
Yes.
So, new gender identity clinic opens in Manchester. Last week, I had my screening call last Friday, and
Uh-huh.
then yesterday I was phoned up, and she said, "Okay, let's set a day for my first assessment, and that first assessment will be on the 25th of March." Not
Oh, that's
March next year, this March.
Oh,
That's great.
so
Yeah.
just over a
and-
month to get you in there?
Yeah, and on top of that, I've got 4 to 6 weeks after that will be my second assessment, and that's usually when they recommend the hormones thing.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. It always makes me so happy when my trans friends make
Yep.
big steps like that in the process. Because
Yeah, it's
I just want everybody to be happy with themselves.
oh,
It's cool.
it's been so depressing, but so it's like it's a weird duality because I'll see someone on Twitter and it's like, I've got hormones, and you're like, yay, I'm really happy
Is-
for you, but fucking
is
hell,
that
why
not-
can't I get any?
Sorry.
And it's just that horrible duality. I'm happy for them, but I'm kind of crying inside because when is it going to be my turn? And it's going to be my turn real soon. So
Well, that's awesome. You have
Yeah,
that
because-
concrete date to look forward to.
yeah, and do you know it almost feels like a surprise because the best analogy you can think of is when you try phoning up your bank or the phone company or whoever, and you end up sitting on hold forever because there's only 3 people working there because of COVID or something. And
Oh,
so
I
you
do with
spend-
that shit all the time. Yeah.
yeah, so it's like an hour and the music's going, we'll be with you, when someone comes available. It's like, yeah, I've heard that 47 times.
It's
already.
like bitch when, yeah.
And then eventually
Permission to
someone answers
speak.
and you're like, oh my God, someone's there. Someone's answered. Oh my God, what do I do now? It's almost like that.
No, that's so great. That's honestly that's the kind of happy news we need more of in the world.
Yeah.
Gotta find joy in the little things. Or in your case, that's a big thing.
Mm. Yeah. You want to see another bit of joy? I'll probably need your help, Black Sofa. For
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, someone sent me these. Black Sofa, can you share that?
Yes. Hang on.
Yeah, I want to see.
There you go.
Someone sent me flowers for Valentine's Day.
Are those violets?
Well,
I'm not
Nice.
sure what they are. They're colored purpley, so I suppose maybe violets. I'm not sure.
They look like they might be, and violets are my favorite. That does make me really happy to see, even if
Yeah.
they're not.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
You know,
YouTube's just going to shut this down for too much violence on the stream.
And so, the card, it said, just wanted you to know you're loved by many, even if it's from behind a screen.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's just a friend. It was a friendship gesture, from just a wonderful, kind person.
Oh Jesus, Mike left for a second. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, I accidentally removed myself.
somebody with a manly beard had to show up here.
That would be me.
Oh no, I think Josh hit the nail on the
Certainly
head.
isn't Josh.
Baby beard.
So yeah, getting flowers. Effectively, they're still looking lovely. Behind my monitor, and every time I look at them, I just go, "Oh, someone sent me flowers." I've just had I've had the last week in the bit of awness going on.
That's
That's
nice.
really great.
Mike's new co-host made a very good point that you should be happy about these things.
Mhm.
Why would you
Find
devote?
joy whatever you can, especially in these times. I know
Why-
that sounds weird coming from me when I'm the most cynical asshole on most social media, but no, it's very important to find as much joy in things as you can, even if it might seem stupid to everybody else. Like
Why would
I
anybody?
find joy in not having to deal with bullshit at my job.
Why would anybody devote so much of their brain power into hating people they've never met?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it's a good question.
That's the thing.
insert
That,
obligatory ask Donald Trump here.
Mhm. Yeah.
Just saying.
So
Yeah.
it's wonderful that Laura's happy, and I'm happy for her. Obviously, I am.
Yep.
But I don't get this
Well, dude,
thing
you gotta
that
be happy for
we're
other
living
people.
through now, where I actually do get it because I'm clever. But this, what do you call it? I don't know what you call it. But this thing where we are being told that we have to hate people. I'm not
Yeah,
into that.
that's not right. Speaking of hating people, Josh is back in the room. Did you want to repeat what you said as soon as he walked out, Stool?
No, because I hate him.
You just hate him because his beard is manlier than yours.
His beard is
Yeah.
so shit.
I'm not good at hating people. That actually takes too much energy.
My man got that.
For me, it's mostly just either I like somebody or it's total apathy.
Purple makes a very good point there. To actively spend your life hating people who you've never met and never will, that's quite taxing.
Yeah.
Why would you do it? I see no reason for doing this whatsoever.
Sometimes there are some people that the only way they can define who they are is by contrasting with who they hate.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. Yeah,
Without the people they hate, their life has no meaning.
exactly. And
I
this
don't
has been.
think when relationships are forged on mutual hatred, it's funny at first, but find some common ground. Like I've made a couple of friends over mutual dislike of someone whose name I will not mention because I don't feel like having her boy toy attack me on Twitter again. But you can't only have that foundation based on, oh, we both hate this person. You got to find common ground outside of that, or it's not really much of a friendship now, is it?
No.
No, in that case, it's just, how do I
I
put
think
this?
that the common ground here is that I find it very, really bizarre that fellow human beings, will devote so much of their brains into hating people. I don't get it. Why would you do that?
We
Yeah,
are just destructive.
I understand why they've been told to do it. But seriously,
Yes.
why would you sit on your couch or your sofa? Mine's not black, by the way, because I'm not a racist like Mike. So why would you sit on your
that.
sofa and actively spend your brain power thinking of ways to hate people? Makes no sense to me, but there you go.
I got too much running around in my head to waste time on that.
Well, I've got an example of someone who just really, has a problem. And this was something I saw in the Manchester Evening News from today. A man launched a revenge attack on his own church because they were voting in favour of same-sex marriage.
What?
He basically
that-
he went in and smashed the place up.
That's the kind of hate that really pisses me off. You know, if you feel threatened by same-sex marriage, is it because you're gay or do you suspect your partner's gay? Otherwise, what do you care? Let other people live their lives. There's another aspect of what Stool was saying. Part of the people devoting all this time to being hateful, there's also an element of not knowing how to mind their own fucking business.
I'm going to get into immense trouble for saying this, but apparently I'm allowed to because of the rules of Mike's new show. But, okay, I'm stereotyping. But the people who obsess, let's say, about homosexuality, they're hiding stuff, and you know damn well they are.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
You do not, I am stereotyping, I apologise, but you do not devote so much of your time to attacking people unless you've got a thing that you're not allowed to be to admit to. I don't know.
I don't think that's stereotyping at all. I think there is always some sort of deeper seated personal issue involved when you're a hateful, miserable person. It's definitely it's something inside you and you're lashing out and projecting it onto others.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard of
exactly.
Ted Haggard?
I'm sorry,
Ever
No.
heard of Ted Haggard?
No, I haven't.
I don't think I have.
He was one of those sort of Baptist hate preacher types, the gays kind of thing.
Oh, like Westboro Baptist here in the U.S.
Yeah, a bit like that. Yeah, not quite as bad, but almost. You know that what was the name? Anderson, something Anderson. He's got like a big picture behind him and stuff, and he just like screams about the gays and stuff.
Yes, I know who you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Ted Haggard was something like that until he got found out with the Rent Boy.
Ah.
And then all of a sudden, no church wanted anything to do with him anymore because, it's like,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
there are bound to be some
I just
people.
feel like
So much for
churches-
Christian forgiveness.
I just feel like hatred and Christianity ought to be mutually exclusive because it's like, okay, isn't
Stephen, yes.
Jesus and God, aren't they supposed to be about love? That's what that's what I always interpreted from any research I've done on Christianity and its multiple sects.
The problem with Christianity is the Bible is the book of multiple choice.
Yeah.
And
So,
so,
choose your own
you know,
adventure game, really.
yeah, well, I mean, let's give a simple example: judging people.
Yes.
And Matthew 7 says, "Don't judge other people. Judge not, lest you be judged. And by the same way that you judge other people, you will be judged yourself." And yet, a bit later on, it basically says, "But you can judge people, properly."
Yeah.
So
If
they will
Jesus came
seize on
back
the
today,
they will seize on the judging people properly and ignore the first bit.
Yeah.
if Jesus came back today, everyone in the U.S. would hate him because
Oh,
he'd be an Arabic socialist hippie.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yes.
And he wouldn't be white like these Republicans seem to think he is.
and like I say, it's amazing how many will cherry pick elements of the Bible that fit what they want to be true.
Yes, but
I mean, that's the
but
same for any religious text, though, isn't it? I mean, not as heavily as the Bible, but
yeah, and that verse about judging people properly, that refers to Christians judging each other,
Mhm.
and it's in one of Paul's letters, I think, but it's
Corinthians.
yeah,
believe.
yes, I
Yes.
think you're right.
Your
Um,
Bible
and
nerds.
the short
the and Paul makes a point. You know, you're not supposed to judge those outside the church,
A little more of
but
it.
only those within the church. You're
Paul
supposed to.
didn't make a point. It's not real. Paul
Well,
didn't
Paul-
make a point.
Paul was a real person,
Oh, okay.
and he made a
Well,
point. in his
somebody wrote the
letters.
book.
Oh dear.
Yeah, if Paul wrote the rules for the little church that they had,
I got
and
a
it just grew over time.
It's all make believe.
I generally think so, except for, you know, there are elements about the early church that are there. So
The whole purpose of the church in the first place was population control. Not that I should mention that with Josh in the room, because he's a big conspiracy theorist and he believes in crazy shit like depopulation.
Oh my gosh, I'm still going to block you. Right, you need to move on. You know, I was concerned about his lack of ability to grow a beard. No, I'm not happy.
You need to develop intelligence.
I used
No.
to be a big conspiracy theorist when I was a Christian, actually, and
He believes in chemtrails, though.
I didn't
Be a
believe that.
conspiracy theorist and believe in God.
Hang on, can we do a timeout and a rewind here?
Yeah.
Because you do know how I love to take the piss out of Mike with his stupid beard. Did you just say he used to believe in the chemtrail shit?
No,
I
my
didn't.
boyfriend. No, my boyfriend does believe in the
Oh,
chemtrail.
Oh, well, he's a
He
dick.
thinks
Never
that's a
mind.
thing.
oh my gosh. Okay.
This is what I live with.
They're
The
not
chemtrails
they're
are real. They're
contrails.
poisoning us. They're out to kill us all. It's depopulation. And I'm just like,
No, it isn't.
shut up. Like,
Depopulation.
There's more efficient ways to poison
Oh.
us, but you know, but
It is
Yeah, not only that.
and
spraying
weather-
chemtrails.
oh yeah, he also believes in weather manipulation.
All right, but I used to believe in
Seriously
the
advanced.
New World Order, and I believe that they wanted to reduce the population. And has anyone heard of the Georgia Guidestones?
No.
Mm-mm. What the hell? It's like I'm afraid to delve into this because now I'm going to hear about it.
No,
Forever.
don't do
That is
it.
a very deep rabbit hole. But basically, there was these stones in Georgia, and they have these alternative Ten Commandments carved in them in various different languages.
Alternative
Hang
Ten
on.
Commandments.
Are you
know
talking
what?
about? Are you talking about that or the Mormons? Because I think they found some plates in. The
It does sound very
Yeah, that was in
eerily
Utah.
similar to the Mormons.
Myth,
It's not.
idiot. You know what
Come
I
on.
think is funny though? I love when anti-vaxxers push vaccines as depopulation, poisoning, whatever. The way I see it, if the government wanted to depopulate, why would they encourage a science that has resulted in the near eradication or actual eradication of several very serious and often fatal diseases? Wouldn't you
Yeah.
think the government would be against vaccination? Wouldn't they
Yeah.
want to just let us all die from smallpox, polio, etc.?
Yeah, I
So,
went to. Have you ever heard of the Brontes of Haworth? As in Wuthering Heights and stuff like that.
That's what I haven't read yet. Was Wuthering Heights.
Okay, but you know the Bronte sisters.
Exactly.
One of them wrote that. So I went to visit Haworth some years ago with a friend, and we ended up in the churchyard where they're buried. And my friend was looking at that, and I was just looking at these stones, and I counted 13 children that had died in a single family.
Oh my god! First of all, what kind of clown car uterus can pop out that many kids?
Have you ever heard of Quiverful families?
I've heard
The
of
Duggars? The
Duggars. You ever hear of the Duggars?
Yeah, that's a Quiverful, yeah.
so what I'm showing on the screen at the moment are the Georgia Guidestones,
Okay.
and they're quite mysterious. No one really knows who put them there.
I have to admire how well they're built. I can appreciate decent architecture. I think
And,
that's why I like building houses more than actually playing with the people in The Sims.
Yeah, but someone
the-
definitely put them there. They didn't like just pop out of existence
These
One
are the commandments that are engraved in different languages. Number 1, maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. 2, guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. 3, unite humanity with a living new language. 4, rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things tempered reason. 5, protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. 6, let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. 7, avoid petty laws and useless officials. 8, balance personal rights with social duties. 9, prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. And 10, be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. And it's this, it's the first one, maintain humanity under 500 million. That is what made me believe that, that the new world order were going to reduce the popularity of the population of the earth, you see. So there you
Okay,
go. That's
anyone
what
who thinks that's a conspiracy first has to explain to me why reducing the Earth's population would be a bad thing.
Exactly. We're overpopulated as shit.
I'm just looking at the Wikipedia page, and it just said some guy called R.C. Christian basically got someone to do it. And then, it was unveiled to an audience described as 100 or 400 people.
Yeah. But you see, I used to believe, and I think other people still do believe this, but the New World Order, we're going to forcibly reduce the population by rounding, certain people into concentration camps.
Somebody
and doing
mute
away
him.
with them.
Oh gosh, I remember one of the funniest things I've ever heard, which was some idiot who tried to explain that aspartame, the fake sugar, was to reduce the population to 500,000 people. And it's like, okay, there's a bit of a problem here, and that it's got to kill people before they're able to have children. That's how it would work if this was the real thing.
Haven't they said that about virtually every food additive that's been discovered since 1970?
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
Well, like I say, only stupid, gullible people. I'm not going to say Sinise, but I'm putting him into the gullible side.
My boyfriend? Oh, yeah. Oh, he's definitely gullible. He used to believe solar panels drained to the sun.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Not that.
Hey,
Oh my god, it's so funny. He believed
There
it.
was a lot more to it that she's not telling you.
If he's interested, I have a brilliant thing. I've got my homeopathic cure for gullibility.
What is that?
It's exactly what it says. It's a homeopathic cure for gullibility. Are you familiar with homeopathy?
Am I familiar with what?
Homeopathy.
I have heard of the process. I've heard of it. I
so
don't know if I believe in it.
Let's give you an idea. So, let's say a cold, the common cold. Okay.
Please don't try to explain
the cure for the common cold
homeopathy.
is basically, if you've got a cold, you sneeze into a little jar, and then you put water in the jar and you shake it, and then you empty it out. And then you put more water in, you shake it, and you empty it out, and you keep doing that. And when you do that about 50 times, now it's strong enough to cure the cold.
That just sounds like.
Okay, now see I can tell that you are clearly a scam artist here.
And hello
Because
to
we all know that there is no cure for gullibility. However,
don't tell them that. I'm trying to sell this stuff.
No,
for crying out loud.
there is no cure for it. But I can sell you a treatment that, as long as you keep buying it every week, will help.
What? What is this multi-level marketing
It's a secret
nonsense?
recipe you have to buy from us.
No, I've said that I should have skipped all this and should have just opened a Woo channel. That I could be selling bottles of different colored water for $100 a bottle,
Open a Woo channel. How dare you?
Hey,
I couldn't associate with that with Cy Strike as my uncle.
yeah, well, I
His
wouldn't have
whole
met
purpose was
Sidestrike if I had
debunking
done
Woo.
that, but I also wouldn't be worrying about paying my bills.
Okay, you know what? You got a point there.
I have a question. The reason that
I
I came.
also have a question. Why is Dave here? Is your ass
Because-
not sore yet?
No, not yet.
What would his
I have a
ass? What
question.
would his ass be sore from?
He's going to get a little prick.
Oh, yours?
Not mine.
That was fun.
Why?
Very well done.
Why are you still with your boyfriend?
Well,
Pity?
Pity.
no, not pity. I mean, I do love the guy, even though he makes me want to put a pinhole in his carotid artery and subject him to Chinese water torture. But I mean, we do have some things in common, like interest in video games and
Neither of you can grow a beard.
On their,
listen.
on their face.
This
On the
is
face.
just going to keep spiraling
Yes.
back to beards with
Disclaimer.
stools. He might as well just call himself a very stable baby beard.
You just said he used to believe that solar panels stole from the sun.
Yeah, that was how that ended was hilarious. He was at I was living in New Jersey with my aunt when my daughter was a baby, and we were outside. We had gone outside. He had said something about, oh, you guys are both crazy, whatever. I forget what the topic was. Then we went outside, and my aunt comes out and says, you know what? At least we don't believe that solar panels drain the sun, you fucking idiot. And she just kept making fun of him every time she interacted with him. And finally, my mom sent him a bunch of articles about how that's not how any of this works, and he read it, and then he was finally like, wow, that was kind of stupid of me to think.
Did your aunt have a beard?
No.
Just
No.
trying to get this story sorted
You-
in my head.
Like, do you have a fetish for beards or something? Do you like jerk off to beard porn? I'm like getting kind of concerned with your preoccupation with beards.
I'm sorry, you missed the whole fork and the spoon. We've had years of still getting obsessed about something in particular.
Oh my gosh,
Uh-huh.
Dave, my latest obsession, talking about forks and spoons.
God,
And I'm not saying forks and spoons.
What
but
about
I'm really trying to learn how to fucking drive GitHub. So yes, forks and spoons.
well? What about sporks? Then you have a happy medium.
I just
You're a
confuse
pervert, go
everybody
away.
now.
we suggested sporks. We always got called perverts.
Black Sofa, just it's up to you. I just put a link in the side. That's my video. If you want, you can share it. It's only 1 minute 43 seconds long, so it's short. It's a commercial break, I said, and that's the gullibility cure. So feel free to live stream it now if you wish. Share it.
Yeah. No
Well, the
pressure,
gullible
Mike.
one is playing Little Nightmares right now, so I don't think it will reach the intended audience.
It's an entertaining video. It is.
I'll see if I can make that happen.
Oh,
Let
gosh.
me see.
This will take about half an hour.
Yeah, you put it on
Shall
one
we-
screen and you share that screen.
Let's talk about something while Mike works out how to share something.
Oh, here we go.
Did he vote for Trump?
I think you've got to
No.
put the volume up or share the volume as well and the sharing.
Share the audio.
Are you constantly having strangers knock on your door trying to sell you things? Do you receive phone calls from telemarketers who are so good at their job that they can sucker you into buying almost anything? Have you bought a xylophone waxing kit? Did you buy a great deal for a
I
lifetime
won't.
supply of dog shampoo, but you don't even own a dog? Well, have no fear. Buy Cliff Jumper's new homeopathic cure for gullibility for just
Hey, Josh, you should watch-
$59.95. Just put a drop of this in your tea, coffee, or OJ every morning, and you'll never be suckered by crafty sales pitches ever again. Buy this product, and you'll actually be saving money. You won't have to worry about buying useless things that you'll never ever need. Never again will you be tempted by that email from an African prince who wants to shift money through your bank account. Never again will you be fooled by someone talking gibberish on the internet. Never again will you end up with an iPhone equipped with a cup holder. Never again will you buy bacon Band-Aids. Never again will you buy a soap dispenser in the shape of a giant nose. Buy today with this special code, and you'll get 2 bottles for the price of 1. Buy Cliffjumper's new homeopathic cure for gullibility for just $59.95. Buy it now.
Oops.
There you go.
Christ.
That was a stupid video I made in 2018. By the way,
That's hilarious.
there's a little joke in there because the guy that was like, talking gibberish, that's true empiricism, who tries to talk about science, but he has no idea what he's talking about and then blocks everybody. He had a show called Bring It Evolutionists, but had every evolutionist that could bring it blocked, so they couldn't bring anything.
Sounds like
that makes sense.
sounds like an amateur uni rock.
No, Unirock actually does
Oh,
have
wow.
an ability to present things. But anyway, and then the other one was the dog, a year's worth of dog waxing, dog cleaning products, and you don't own a dog. That's a reference to G-Man, who keeps saying, can you, evolution is wrong. Can you turn a dog into a non-dog? Or how'd you get a non-dog? Sorry, how'd you get a non-dog from a, Yeah, evolution is not true. How do you get a dog from a non-dog, or non-dog from a dog? So I basically did it. Can you make a non-dog out of a dog? And it's like, yes, I can. I did.
Oh, well, we've got Godless Sewing waiting in the green room, but unfortunately,
Don't let him in. He's a racist.
I'll go.
No, I love Will.
I'll run away.
Will is literally the biggest racist ever. I don't like him. I'm going to complain to the Queen about him.
Well,
Will.
thanks to Dave for taking one for the team. We've got Godless Sewing with us.
Hello.
Okay, Stool, why do you have such a hate boner for people who like NASCAR? He's always on about the racist.
Oh dear.
What's that at me?
No, I have it on front-facing cam, you moron. You beardless baby.
Fuck you.
There, I said it so Stool doesn't have to. Hi!
How's it going, you racist?
How you doing?
I gotta go get my scan real quick. How's my mic sound?
Shit.
Sounds good.
All right, give me a second. Are you guys live?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Welcome to the party, pal.
Oh, hey. Hi.
Hey, at least this time we're not live and I'm cursing out a guest on the phone at work. I don't think I'm ever living that down.
I think we've just woken Will up.
Ah.
He doesn't seem to be prepared.
I put the... well, that's okay. It could be worse. No, on a What the Fuck show, I think last week it was.
What have we got?
RTA, broken arm,
Is this going to get
internal injuries, severe
removed?
contusions to the head.
Okay, need to move fast. Put me a solution of Arnica montana. Stat.
Strength?
1 part in a million.
I'm sure it looks serious.
You're right. We need to strengthen the dose. 1 part in 10 million.
On it, doctor.
Well, you've got a tricky one. Nothing we can't handle. Get me some wolfsbane, also known as monkshood, in here. And a whole tray of flower remedies.
Whoa, the chakras are fading. You're gonna need some crystals.
Nurse, fetch me some purple tinted quartz. Damn it, you're right. Make that aquamarine quartz.
Good call.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a pretty good description of homeopathy. Basically, it doesn't work, and the concept is the more you water it down, the more powerful it gets, which is contrary to,
I do that.
Yeah. I mean, I think the only other thing I can think of that works in a similar way is shit. Because the more you water it down, the more it spreads, but it still spreads the smell.
I don't know, man. As an IBS sufferer, the smell definitely intensifies with the watering. Yeah.
That's what I mean. But yeah. So I'd been joking about the homeopathic cure for gullibility for years, and then I said, "You know what? I'm going to make that into a video," and that's what I made.
That's great.
Brilliant.
Perhaps we can offer Stool a homeopathic cure for beard insecurity.
I always find it fuck you. I always find it quite amusing when Will goes off camera because he always forgets to mute his audio. Pretty sure I just heard
You
him
leave
puking.
Will alone.
No. It is literally my job in life to call Will a racist. It's what I wake up every.
How is Will a racist? What did he ever do to deserve that? I'd like to know. Justify yourself.
Every morning I
racist.
wake
That's
up and I
president
think,
racist to you, Stool.
I think, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to call Will a racist.
That's president racist to you.
That's my thing.
I don't know. Will. I don't think you're orange
racist.
enough.
I'm just seeing the flags now. You fucking
president
president
racist
racist.
Oh God.
Godless
No,
Soul is the
God
most
bless.
patriotic person here, obviously.
I have to switch it up every once in a while, I do this to remind people that brown people live here too,
Oh, yeah.
I see people waving flags for such wrong reasons.
See, this
I
is
just
why you're
wanna-
so racist. You keep talking about brown people. Are you trying to
Truly, I
cancel my whiteness, Will?
No,
trying
I
to
just want to
cancel
smoke
me.
pot. I
No,
just
we're
wanna
trying
smoke
to
pot and
cancel
walk
your
around.
peach fuzz.
No, I'll tell you exactly what I want. Where my political stance are. I want to be able to smoke pot in public and walk around naked. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay, you want to
whenever,
walk around naked, but your right to walk around naked ends at everybody else's right not to have to see that.
Okay, half naked. I'm willing to negotiate.
Okay, but which half?
Bottle.
Oh, Josh,
Bottom
my
half.
boyfriend's here. He said, he don't mind him. He likes to make things as gay as humanly possible. Really, I'm surprised he
So
hasn't
do I.
started hitting on Stool.
Okay,
But those sound like sensible policies. I'm sure we can all get behind.
I agree, and I would certainly vote for President Will. I absolutely would,
Thank you.
because I've been party to some of his secrets, and I've seen him doing his thing. And you know what?
Well, that's a good way to know that
great.
we've been on chat roulette together.
See, you British people just don't get how it works. Yes,
British
those are very
people.
sensible policies, which means they would never get through the U.S. Congress.
Exactly. Purple says it like it is.
They
Exactly.
would pass a law. They would
Just-
pass a law that I have to wear extra layers. They would be like,
Just-
President Sewing has to wear a coat at all times, a long one.
As a scientific experiment now, you did notice what Will's doing now. Now that he's woken up, he's on his phone. I'll give it 3 minutes before
That's four
Australian-
fingers.
Wait.
before
Bill's
before
woke.
I'll give it 3 minutes before Australian Jen
woke, I'm
turns
not.
up.
I'm not. No,
I know
she
what
actually
you're
has things to do
doing.
today. She actually has things to do today. So
Everything's
Yeah, well-
okay with her car, right? I saw in the group chat something got fucked up with her car.
She has
Oh.
things to do today, but in Australia it's already tomorrow. So
You've
she's
actually-
done with
the
them.
international
You've
date line.
actually put a flag in your background, Will.
I do.
Thing
Told you
is,
I'm
it's-
appearing more presidential.
Are you a? You know what? You're a funny fuck. I love you so much.
I'm throwing out full Tiger King. I'm protecting my mannequin and my flags. Full Tiger King right now.
So it's the American flag, and you've also got purple curtains now.
Well,
That's
they're
not purple, that's burgundy.
thank you.
Burgundy, whatever.
And,
Yeah.
I made those.
What? Wait. Whatever? No. We're not going to get away with just calling that purple and whatever.
Whoa! I think this is the
I'm
first
in
time
trouble.
I've heard. I think this is the first time I've heard purple irate.
I'm here
Oh,
for it. Tell
it
us how you feel,
happens.
Purple. Go off.
Well,
So-
I've
so
often heard him. Purple is very good at rebuking people.
Well, I mean, it's my namesake. I can't let him trample on that.
Okay, I retract. It's burgundy.
Thank you.
Just
Apology accepted.
I kind of love the idea, purple or whatever, orange.
That would be the West Coast version because everyone says whatever around here and they have that attitude.
Purple, whatever, dude, orange.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Whatever,
is this
dude.
where the whatever has lots of R's at the end of it? It'd be
Oh
like
my
whatever.
It depends where you are. It can have a lot of R's. It can have an A instead of the ER.
I've only
That's
just
okay.
realised something. I've just made you all big. And I can now see what's happening on Will's screen. My gosh, you dirty pervert. You've been spending money, you bad boy.
No, I have all of this. I'm a professional picker, but it's just a fancy word for calling trash collector. So I've just moved the angle.
Loser.
That too. No, that should be on my business card.
I'm liking what you've got going on in the background, Will.
I had to
It's
throw
very
a few-
cool. And if you moved your American flag slightly to one side and then you had another flag on the other side, you would look so diplomatic. People would maybe take you seriously.
I don't think so. Thanks.
No,
You
I
know,
don't.
it's hard for anyone to talk about being taken seriously when you kind of look like you're hiding in a middle school bathroom based on your background.
Mike,
Yeah.
Mike, I don't like her anymore. Can we?
What's the matter? You can't handle the heat? Get out of the kitchen.
Mike, make the
I
bad
love
lady go
Tiger.
away, please. The bad
She
lady's
speaks
picking on
silly
you.
English.
Stuart's
that.
just
I love
mad
the
because
fact-
ever since they left the EU, he can't get an American light bulb for his lamp.
Ooh.
Or have to fly to Spain and then go buy one and come back.
I'm not allowed to fly to Spain. We can't. Oh, no.
No,
Not
this is
gonna go
Plague
there.
Island. We can't leave now.
We can't leave.
Isn't
We are
that ironic?
literally in prison. Well, not literally, but figuratively.
Oh,
Is that
man.
because of
You're stuck,
lockdown, or is
you're
it-
stuck in the same place as Boris Johnson. I feel sorry for you.
Could be worse. We could be in the same place as Trump
Well, at least Trump's no longer in office.
or Ted Cruz.
And there we go.
The Zodiac killer. Yeah, there we go. I'll appeal to the conspiracy theorist in my bedroom. I don't know how much I believe whether Ted Cruz is the Zodiac killer or if it's just a big joke. Wouldn't surprise me if he
joke.
was, though. He's a literal
I
sociopath.
think-
Yeah, but he
I
would have
think
been
Ted
like
Cruz is a
12. So wouldn't really work. I think the funniest picture I saw about Ted Cruz with the whole Cancun thing. You know how there's that famous picture of like girl in the red dress in the foreground and a couple walking away, and he's turned around giving her the fancy a bit of that kind of thing, and the girlfriend's got the come on.
That one.
and it's basically the guy looking at the red girl in the red dress. That's Ted Cruz. The girl in the
I
red
wonder-
dress is Cancun, and the girlfriend next to him is Texas. And I thought that was really good.
You know what? Can you
Can I-
please send that to me?
Can
Because
I
I
do
need
a
to send that to my
shameless
boss.
promotion, please?
If you
No,
must.
you are a walking demotion.
This is true, but I now feel very small because Will is here, and I can never be as good as Will. And
Did
I've
you
said-
secretly
I've met-
compare?
I've made it clear. Look, I love comparing with Will. We compare.
Do you understand what I'm insinuating here?
So I think what I'll do, I've already made it clear. £5, I'll take my hat off. The £10, I'll shave what is under it, and I will make myself look like Will. And also, for subscribers or patrons, whatever you call it, I'll do that really racist thing, Will.
I knew that was coming. If you do blackface, I'll start a GoFundMe for your lawyer.
Dude, you're not supposed to tell them what I'm saying.
I speak stool.
I like your headphones, Will.
Yeah, Will, that was the not out loud part.
Yeah.
It's not the
It
photo.
sounded so much better in my head. I'm
Yeah.
actually looking for my other headphones.
Did you actually buy those, or did you just steal them?
Why do you think I always post such big puffy coats? I have quite a few.
You
of them.
racist bastard.
It's not the exact one I was looking for, but it's.
I
close.
love that.
Let me just make it bigger.
There you
You
go.
know, I thought that was probably the best meme
Yeah.
I saw.
It's
Well,
an older
you know,
meme,
the
but it
whole
checks out.
Ted Cruz things just really sums up, you know, the whole business about the Republicans in general, that, you know, he didn't see any problem with doing it. He only saw a problem that he got caught.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Republicans are inherently sociopathic, I'm convinced. You have to have a personality disorder of the highest order of cluster B to be a
No, they're
Republican.
all-
I'm convinced it's a prerequisite.
They're
Same
only
with
about
conservatives
profit.
on our side of the pond as well.
They've just gone. Ted Cruz went full Ferengi and he got caught. That's what it was.
Oh,
Yeah, and then he threw his own daughters under the bus.
Yes, that was. You know,
You know,
Well-
I mean, how low do you have to go that you're throwing your own kids to the vultures?
Will, the,
Yeah, but
the
we're talking
normal,
about
the
Ted
normal
Cruz.
people in the stream would not have understand your Ferengi reference.
I don't understand it.
I do. Star Trek.
Oh, that's why I'm not a Trekkie.
Ah.
Never seen Star Trek.
It's quite an obscure Star Trek reference, though. To be fair,
Not really.
I'm a Star Wars person, thank you very much.
Deep
I have
Space
class.
Nine, isn't it?
I never
love
understood.
Deep Space
I've never
Nine. I
understood
love-
that. I like Star Trek and Star Wars. I
Star
get
Wars is
things out of them.
infinitely better.
I see them as two completely
I
different.
can disagree with that.
Honestly, though, I think I'm biased because I'm blocked by William Shatner.
To be
William
fair,
Shatner doesn't fucking like me because I told him that he supports a hate group, which is true.
I'm going to get really pissed off now. Mike,
Wait,
can you
As
make
opposed to
Will?
what?
Mike, can you
William
make,
Shatner supports a hate group?
Mike,
Yeah.
make Will big, please.
Which one?
Okay.
Make
yes.
Will big.
No, which hate
Hello.
group?
Autism Speaks. They're really like
Oh,
they
God.
kind of
yeah.
put, they're,
Yeah,
they're like
they're not for
There he
autistic
is.
people.
No,
No, they're not.
Autism Speaks is horrible.
You
I didn't know he
dirty,
supported them.
dirty racist, Will. You've been. What have you been doing? Have you been buying things, or have you been finding things?
I'm a
Stealing
borrower,
them.
remember?
Stealing them is right, man. That's all they
I'm
do.
a borrower.
Dude.
Everything in this room it's all
Dude,
spatial perception.
listen.
Everything is off the scale.
leave him
You have-
alone. He's just a raccoon.
You've put so much effort into this. I'm
Oh,
so
let's not
proud
get
of
into the
you.
raccoons again.
Oh, we're gonna talk about
What do you mean
raccoons
again?
again. Nightmare
What do you mean
fuel.
again? There
we'll
was
talk about
a
raccoons.
previous time.
Yeah,
about
yeah, in
an
my
hour
stream a
ago.
couple hours ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's it.
I didn't know. I wasn't trying to open up a rabbit hole again.
So to answer Stuhl's question, I've had all of this. It's just in the corner, and I had a complete mic mishap on my other computer. What, a week ago? Purple? Was that a week ago? Exactly a week
Yeah.
ago. And so that my PreSonus box died on me, and it did me a favor because I got to tinker around with all my other stuff, and here we are.
The reason I'm worried now, Will, is because you actually look like one of these nerdy streamers. You've got the red things, and you've got your mic. Damn it! I preferred it when you were an amateur.
People judge me for my hoarding, so I just shoved myself in a corner somewhere instead. But tomorrow when we do the WTF show, I will be doing it from my computer. So, but I have a 15-foot American flag, so I was thinking about dropping that in the background.
That would be cool. That
Make
could
sure
be
it's
your
upside
thing.
down.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Upside down.
There's a weird thing that I've seen with America, and it's against the law to just like chuck a flag in the bin or something. And so as a result, people leave dog end, frayed American flags all over the place, and it's like it just.
Oh
looks
yeah,
so-
there's like a rule. They're supposed
Yeah.
to be.
Well, and
Supposed
people,
to-
you're
people
supposed to
don't get
burn
that.
them.
Yeah, they don't get that. That's against the law as much as throwing them in the garbage. Is
But aren't you
that it
supposed to burn
states
them
that
when
you are
they're-
not supposed to fly a flag that is tattered or has holes.
Someone tell that
Exactly.
to the owner at my job.
And I
It's
thought you were
tattered
supposed to
ass
burn
wood.
them when they're
God,
completely
that shit
frayed
was
and
beaten
destroyed.
into me in Boy Scouts.
Yeah, I think aren't they
Same.
also supposed to be cut up a certain way before they're burned? I'm pretty sure I read either in the flag code or in the Constitution or something. There is some sort of regulation for that, but I think they're supposed to be
No,
cut up.
what do you do? What do you do with old Bibles?
I'm
What do you do with old
certain.
Bibles?
I'm certain there's someone in the Middle East making a lot of money selling the American flag to people. Get your flags to burn here.
Yeah,
Get your flags to
and
burn.
Jewish flags, of course, and Jewish flags.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much a joke anyway that these people are buying all the flags to show their pride in America, and virtually all the flags are made in China.
Oh, same thing happened in DC. Do you know a lot of those people at the Trump rallies? They were buying their Trump shirts, all their Trump stuff off of black men and women who live in Washington D.C.
Yeah,
who
Speaking
bought
of
massive
Trump-
amounts and were selling it to the Trumpers.
Speaking of Trump,
I
on a
thought that was
lighthearted note, speaking of Trump, I have a lot of time on my hands when I'm at work because there's really not jack shit to do. And I found a YouTube channel and I really dove down a rabbit hole here. It really fantastically edited videos that sound like Donald Trump is covering certain songs.
People are dead to rights with editing. There are some. I saw this one stupid TikTok with this African guy falling on the bed that Badger put up. I thought it was ingenious.
I saw that
I saw it
today.
on Twitter.
Pretty good.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's really good.
I found this edit. It sounded like Trump was covering Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. And keep in mind, it was 4:00 in the morning. I called Josh and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm calling you at this ungodly hour because his favorite song ever. He loves fucking Blinding Lights. I call him. I'm like,
Do you
yeah.
often find that when you talk to Josh, you have to shout so loudly?
Yes, because he doesn't listen or he's wearing headphones.
Somehow that starts to explain the conspiracy theories.
Speaking about Trump, Black Sofa, I've got another picture for you to share. I think this is a really good one. This is when he got kicked off of Twitter.
Ooh.
I just thought that was so
That's a
good.
one. Yeah.
You know what? Can you like DM that one to me too? Because that's like beautiful. I need that.
Yeah.
Post that to the group. Sloth Roll love it.
Oh please, yes, I need to be able to download that. That's golden. I might make that my phone background.
Anyway, we've been shooting the shit for just over an hour now. So
And it won't stay dead.
and he wants to. It's time to say. It's time to say good night.
Already?
Yeah.
I gotta
Okay.
go cook it. I was about to jump off anyways because I have to go cook eventually.
Yeah.
I should probably sleep a little longer before work.
Yeah.
Hey, Will.
That'd be a
true.
good idea.
True
Will.
story. I thought I pulled out pork chops and I pulled out thin steaks, so I have to barbecue now.
Will,
Okay.
you massive
Where's my
racist.
invite?
Are you going to be cooking tonight?
I'm gonna be cooking in like the next 10 minutes.
Are you
Because
going to be
they're so
doing it
thin, they
outside?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I
Anyway.
love you.
You know what? Maybe I could open up my back door and it'll have some sunshine, and that wasn't innuendo.
That's
Let me
totally
see.
what she said.
Anyways,
You could open
That's-
Stool's back door and it would be like a blinding fucking ray of solar flare.
That's a little bit.
thanks a lot for coming, everyone.
Thank you for having us, except Stool.
Yeah, fuck me. And fuck my back door.
Exactly, fuck you.
Oh, I just learned how to crop things off the internet, Stool. You're in trouble for that one. I'm gonna make a techno song with you.
Oh, yay.
Well, if people are going to
Um,
still chat, I'm happy, even though we've gone off the live stream.
No, we
Because
have.
off the
Yeah.
live stream.
We're still
No, I
live.
said, no, I said when we go off, we can still
Oh,
talk
wait. Okay.
if you
Yeah.
want to.
Yes, and David's saying, "Are you saying the sun shines out of Stor's arse?" And
No,
Listen.
I'm saying the. I'm not saying the sun
I've-
shines out of it. I'm saying it like goes there to die.
and
I
on
made
that,
this very clear. And this is why I love playing with Mike, because he's got his catch line at the end of the show. And he says, and on that note, which means go away. But I will never let him do that. So
and on that bombshell,
before I go, listen, £5, I'll take this off. 10 quid, I'll shave off what is underneath, and
Yeah, but
I
you
will
haven't got
turn
anything
myself
underneath.
into a will.
Is that all three of the hairs on?
No,
on the-
don't risk
You're gonna
it. You
get
don't
me
know how
one
much he'll
chance.
charge you to put it back
we'll
on.
see you. We'll see you tomorrow
I'll do
night
it.
for On the Sofa. Bye for now.
Okay. Bye bye.